So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to the ground. Cook. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 17 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run it again with Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. And now they'll throw with Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Alert. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2 yards to go, second down. Purdy. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 40 yards. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
It's all right.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
It's all right. It's all right.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
It's all right. It's all right.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get free and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From midfield, here's Allen. They'll roll him out right. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And to the races, down the right side. Bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
The truth is hiding in your
fading here in the second quarter. Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's completion right there.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
Second down pass play there, it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On first down, Allen. And complete right side to Cook. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, here's Allen looking for his man on the out route. He's got Diggs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 32-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is Davis. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now Allen off the bootleg. And this is Cook with the ground. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And they're going to speed things up here.
I'm guessing I'm up the door and now I'm done with you.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throw right side, caught by Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Oh,
41
blood
yards
all
rushing
over
for him
your
now to this
hands.
point.
Does
And
it
he only about
make
the length of the
you
football
feel
here on second
more
down.
like a
Here's Cook
man?
again.
Does it
No dice this
all?
go around. He's
Just a
hit
part
behind the
of
line
your
and taken
plan.
down.
No anger sickening my hands, and all I hear is the sound.
Play
I
action.
hate
Now
you.
it's Allen
I'm
rolling to
good
his
on
right.
you. I
And he
breathe
wisely will
you.
throw that
Takes
one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the
Just
pocket
can't
and get
take
comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I can't live without you. I love you. I need you. I can't live without you.
Allen
I
gonna go on
just can't
fourth
take
down. Flush to his
anymore.
right.
It's like a song.
And he is out of
I
bounds,
just
getting it
feel
down to the
across the
10.
floor.
Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Allen will try to throw for it. On the move to his left. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
After the touchdown pass to kick it
And you're
away.
always taking sides. You don't take away now.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
I believe it is. You know you saw.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Purdy to throw it on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw, Purdy. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And it is good, and the lead will swell to 9. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Got him, man. That's Trent Sherfield. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4th and 7. This is 3rd and 16. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen finds Hines again for the completion. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here we go. 1st and goal. Allen.
Limited
time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Still on his feet. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Moody good with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So after the made field goal
The
by
blood
Moody,
all
he's
over
back out to
your
kick this one
hands.
away.
Does it make you feel more
And
like
he'll
a
decide to
man?
not bring
Was
this one
it
out
all
as their drive will begin at the
just a
25.
part of your plan? The anger sickening my
Here's
hands, and
1st and
all I
10.
hear is the sound. I love you, I hate you. I
Throwing
can't live
Allen.
without
He'll
you.
buy some time
I
right.
breathe you, I taste you.
And
I
he
can't
takes us
live
beyond the
without you.
35 before
I just
going out
can't
of
take
bounds.
anymore.
Late in the
It's
game,
like a
defense trying to
started
avoid a big
strong.
play. He's
I
able to
guess
work out of the
I'm
passing
out
game,
the
turn it into a
door.
run, pick up the
Now
first,
I'm
and stop the
done
clock
with
as
you.
well.
And you know, in this
I
situation,
love you,
everything is
I
sped up.
hate you.
The
I can't
intensity,
live
the
without
thinking,
you.
everyone's
I
movement. But for
love
a
you,
quarterback, he
I
has to continue to
hate
be
you.
what we call
I
a
can't live
flatliner,
without
level in
you.
everything he
I
does,
just
and
can't
read the
take
clock,
anymore.
feel it in the pocket,
It's like
and go
a
at the appropriate
solid
time.
song. I get
But 2
myself off
timeouts
the
still remaining,
field
but
and
scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Down the left sideline and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Moody for the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On play action, Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's Allen. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Allen again. Dancing to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw, it's Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Allen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. One final try here for Allen. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.